Welcome to the Learn Box. Imagine we created a list of people who gave more impact to the world. Who is going to be at the top? Sir Isaac Newton is a suitable name we can put at the top of the list. All the things we are using today are based on Newton's famous 3 laws. And simply, we can say, he is the one who taught us how the world is working. But today I am not talking about his laws or his basic information. All the world already knows about those. Today I am going to talk about his untold story. No one knows yet. If you stay till the end of this video, you will be surprised with his story. Newton discovered the critical math concept called calculus in his early 20s. He is the son of a farmer. He never saw his father because his father passed away 3 months before he was born. He was born on Christmas Day in 1642 at a small village called Linconshy in England. When he was born, he was much smaller than other ordinary babies. Those days, people said it is a miracle he is alive. When he was at age 3, his mother married again and left him and went to another village. After that, he lived with his grandmother and grandfather. This leftover gives him mental pressure and scariness. From his small age, he was a curious little kid. He liked to make new things more than playing with other kids. At the age of 9, he made a solar panel on his own. When he was 12, he entered secondary school. After the death of his stepfather, his mom influenced Newton to become a farmer. But his school principal did not allow him to become a farmer. In 1661, he successfully joined Cambridge University. First, he learned the ancient Greek philosophers' concepts, but in those he had numerous pain points. Because of that, in his notebook he wrote it down in Latin language. Plato is my friend, Aristotle is my friend, but my great friend is the truth. After that, he always tried to find the truth under the sand and explain it to the people. His university life is an ordinary one where there are not many inventions, but the knowledge and experience he gained from the university helped him to find new inventions after. In 1665, he got his first degree. In that time in Europe, there was a Black Death disease, and in London, every 1 person from 4 people died from that disease. Because of that, he again came to his village and started his work. That time, he invented some inventions that are not Newton's lifetime biggest inventions. Those are the biggest inventions in human history. He invented white light that can be divided into 7 colors using a prism. That time, people believed colors were combined with only white and black, according to Aristotle. He made a telescope using mirrors to prove that concept. For science experiments, he did some scary things. One time, he glued a needle to his eyeball whether colors are changing with the shape of the eyeball. He had an apple tree in front of his house. One day he sat under that apple tree and 1 apple fell on his head. That incident gave the clues to find the gravity of the world. That incident and the new concept changed all the beliefs about the world and universe. According to Newton, gravity impacts the whole universe. Because of the Earth's gravity, the moon is going around us in the same path. And also gave opinions about the whole solar system and how those planets react to the sun. At that time, there was no explanation about the motions of the objects. Then he introduced his own math concept called calculus. Even today, we are using those concepts called differentiation and integration. Again, in 1667, he returned to the university and started his things again. After 2 years in his 20s, he became a Lucilian professor of mathematics position in Cambridge University. This position can only hold the greatest people, and he is the youngest person to hold that position. He was always different from the ordinary person. Sometimes he gave lectures to empty lecture halls, but he always loved to do new experiments. In 1687, he published his greatest book called The Mathematical Principles of Natural Philosophy. It is named as one of the greatest books in academic history. Newton is one of the greatest scientists ever in history, but he is not a scientist disbelieving about God like other scientists. According to the Newton Bible, given codes to make the natural world, he believed, and by reading holy books like the Bible daily, you can predict the future. According to Newton, in 2060 world, destruction will happen. After that, he said Jesus Christ will return again and new life will start. The unknown truth about his world is not unknown. He did experiments about alchemy, that means other metals convert to gold. He did those experiments for 25 years secretly. He tried to invent a magical stone so people can get eternal life like in the Harry Potter movie. Those reasons, in 1693, he had mental issues like depression and insomnia, and he went far away from the actual world. Also, he blamed his friends who were conspiring against him. However, he became the head of the government currency ping organization in 1696. At that time, there were so many issues in England relating to the currency, like illegal currency notes and many more. He used his scientific knowledge to solve this issue, and he gave severe penalties to people who did illegal things. The death penalty is also one of them. In 1705, Queen Anne gave a knighthood to Isaac Newton. After that, he was recognized as Sir Isaac Newton. In 1727, March 20th, English physicist and one of the greatest intellect of human history, Sir Isaac Newton, died at the age of 84. His dead body is buried in Westminster Abbey. He died, but his name is eternal in world history.